I welcome you all to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. In this video, we are going to study about the water supply engineering subject for third semester civil engineering program. In this video, we are going to study about Unit 2 Treatment of Water Session 21, that is course outcome 2. Before going to start today's session, we shall recap the previous session 20, what all topics we have covered. So in the last session, we have studied about introduction to treatment of water, then flow diagram of different units of treatment of water, then screens, then sedimentation. In sedimentation, again we have seen plain sedimentation and sedimentation with coagulation. Next, again, plain sedimentation is classified into two types. One is horizontal flow type, one more is vertical flow type. Again, in horizontal flow type, it is classified into rectangular tanks and radial or spiral flow tanks. In today's session, we are going to study about rectangular tanks, continuous flow type of tanks, and spiral flow tanks, and some of the MCQs related to today's session. Rectangular tanks with longitudinal flow. These rectangular tanks are further classified into intermittent tanks and continuous flow type tank. This is the rectangular sedimentation tank. The rectangular tank working is very simple. First, the water is filled in the tank and then it is allowed to rest for a certain time. During this period of rest, particles in suspension will settle down at the bottom of the tank. This rest time will be called as detention period. This sedimentation, whatever the sedimentation is going to happen in this tank, that time period, the time taken by a particle to settle down at the bottom of the tank is called detention period. Then the clear water is then drawn off and the tank is cleaned of silt and filled again. The usual period of rest, that is we call it as detention period, to cause the settlement of particles is about 24 hours. If time required for inlet, outlet, emptying and cleaning operation is added, then the period taken by these operations will be around 30 to 36 hours is required. This is the circular sedimentation tank. This is the rectangular sedimentation tank. Next, coming to the continuous flow tanks. The name itself indicates that the continuous flow means what? The flow in the tank, the flow in the sedimentation tank will be continuous. So this is the sketch where this shows the section of the continuous flow tank, and this is the plan of the continuous flow tank. So this is the inlet channel, this is the outlet channel, these are the baffle walls. These are the baffle walls. So baffle walls are provided for the reducing of velocity of flow of water. So that's why these baffle walls are provided. If velocity is reduced, a large amount of suspended impurities from water can be easily removed. This is the principle on which continuous flow type of sedimentation tank is working. The working of tank is very simple. The water enters from the influent channel from one end and it travels towards the outlet to the other end. So its velocity, the velocity of water is reduced by means of a baffle walls. So these baffle walls are help in reducing the velocity of water. So why these baffle walls are required in this continuous flow type tanks? Because the particles are need some time. It requires some time to settle at the bottom of the tanks. So that's why these baffle walls are provided. The velocity of flow is adjusted so that the time taken by a particle of water to move from one end to the other end is slightly more than the required for the settlement of the suspended impurities in water. From here, inlet channel, the water moves from here, it comes down and again moves up, moves down and goes up, again comes down. Whatever the settlement of whatever the sedimentation is happening here. So all the suspended impurities will be collected at the bottom of the tank, and those suspended impurities we can call it as a sludge. This sludge will be settled at the bottom, and whatever the clear water are going to obtain, so we will taken that will be taken out from the outlet channel, and the sludge is taken from the sludge outlet channel. So next topic is circular tank with radial or spiral flow. This circular tank with radial flow or spiral flow is also called as Dörr clarifier. So this is the Dörr clarifier. This is the Dörr clarifier. Here the overflow weir is provided. Influent channel is provided at the center and effluent channel. This is the effluent channel. Here the blades of scrapers are provided. These are the raking arms. So these raking arms will be rotating. And whatever the sludge obtained, so that will be taken out from the sludge discharge pipe. And whatever the clear water is obtained, so that will be taken out from the effluent channel. In this type of tank, the water is admitted from the center of tank and it is taken out at the circumference through draw-off channel. The impurities settle at the bottom of the tank. The raking arms are slowly rotated and blades of those raking arms lead to the mass of the impurities to the sludge discharge pipe. This is how the radial flow or circular tank will be working. Next topic is MCQs. So question number 1. In continuous flow type tank, velocity of, first question, in continuous flow type tank, velocity of water is reduced by dash. Answer, in continuous flow type of tank, the velocity of water is reduced by baffle walls. Question number 2, in door clarifier, which type of arms are provided? Answer, in door clarifier, raking arms are provided. Next question. Match the following. Match the following with the A to the B side. So spiral flow, door clarifier, up and down flow, continuous flow tank. So for A, door clarifier, and for B, continuous flow tank. The detention period in rectangular sedimentation tank is dash. What is detention period? The detention period means the time taken by a particle to settle the particles to settle down at the bottom of the tank. So that time is will be around 24 hours in rectangular sedimentation tank. Question number 5th. Circular flow with radial flow tank is also called as. Answer, circular flow with radial flow tank is also called as door clarifier. Next question. In door clarifier, the water is admitted from the center of tank and it is taken out at the circumference through the dash channel. Answer, in door clarifier, the water is admitted from the center of the tank and then it is taken out at the circumference through the draw of channel. Through the draw of channel, the water is taken out. The clear water will be taken out. 7th question. In door clarifier, sludge is removed from the dash. Answer, in door clarifier, sludge is removed from the sludge discharging pipe. Next question. The time required for emptying and cleaning of a rectangular tank is dash. So the time required for emptying, cleaning of rectangular tank is about 30 to 36 hours. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you.